Hey, would you like a little story time? Let me tell you about this couple who got themselves kicked off a reality TV show, and that's a really hard thing to do in 2026 because the bar is so low.
I feel like you've said a whole bunch of dumb stuff to me.
So what did they do?
I don't know about you guys, but I've seen it on dates with you as well.
And what happened after it all blew up?
Did you guys get back together?
Hello, I'm Wilco. This is Rehashed. If you like trash, mess and drama, subscribe now. There is a show on Netflix called The Ultimatum, Marry or Move On, and it's a reality show full of couples where one of whom has posed a final ultimatum to their partner. Let's get hitched or we're done. As you can probably gather, it's a super healthy premise. Honey, I have brought you here to say that if you don't do this, it's over. I mean, if you get to that point, I think the relationship is fucked already. No? And the way they make this even more messy is that you swap your partner just for a few weeks with someone else in the same boat to see if your head turns and if you build a better connection with that new person. It's a real mess. And if you haven't watched a lick of it, it doesn't matter because I'm going to give you everything that you need to know. The couple I'm focused on in this little story time is Alex and Jebin. Alex is a 23-year-old hairstylist from Chicago, and I know what you're thinking. 23? Yeah, it's kind of rude for me to comment on someone's age, and I'm fully aware, but my comment is mostly for the generation entirely. Why do you all look so old? According to Netflix, her relationship hot take is religion matters. Oh, that's super hot take, that one. I don't know if it's a hot take at all. Heaps of people believe in religion. Anywho, Alex has issued the ultimatum to Jebin, who I promise is a real person before you claim that I made this guy up. Jebin is also 23 and is a hedge fund manager. That fact will become more shocking the deeper we get into this. They met in a grocery store and they've been together for 6 years, but his family have zero interest in Jebin dating a girl who is not Indian. In their last night together before they fake break up for the purpose of the show.
What am I gonna do without you giving me flowers all the time?
Guess I gotta give them to someone else.
His eyes couldn't be wider and his laugh couldn't be closer to a cartoon character if he tried. Also, that's gonna make her feel real good, isn't it? Oh, I guess I've got to give him to someone else. It's just not going to be you. With just 2.5 seconds on screen, you can tell that this guy is a complete knob. And I'm sure he has to give her flowers on the reg out in the real world because he fucks up constantly. That is made clear. Also being made clear is Alex and the reason that she has set this very healthy ultimatum.
I just want to feel accepted, babe.
And the more she talks about why she is doing this and his family's dislike for her, his restless leg is popping off. It also seems that they're making this all about his family's pushback against them dating, but he is clearly not invested. Invested! Hedge fund joke.
I gotta accept you first before they do, you know what I'm saying? I can't be 50-50 with you.
Well, if after 6 years you're still 50-50 on someone, I say fucking end it. The only reason this has lasted this long is because they're 23, right? This guy seems like an absolute... Well, there's many things I could say, but let's say child. Exhibit A. When they go on the show, production give them a ring that they can use at the end of this if they get to that proposal stage. And Jebin, because he's so funny, he does a little fake out proposal.
I'd be like, psych, oh.
Did I say he was a knob already? I know that the frontal lobe isn't fully cooked at this age, but this guy just wants to play video games and fuck around. I mean, Alex, kick him to the curb. He also comments on her food intake. Man, that's good. That's going to get you real far.
Look at you eating fries.
No sex.
You have to be eating good, you know what I'm saying? Okay, hungry hippo.
Yes, shame her eating. This is going to really help your relationship. Again, the only reason she's putting up with this man is because she's 23, right? Tell me that's the only reason. As the show dictates, they must go on dates with other newly separated singles to see who they might like to match up with for the next few weeks. And while Alex is trying to actually get to know some people and also sharing that she just wants Jebin to realize that, you know what, the grass isn't always greener.
I just hope that he realizes, like, it's not that bad.
He is worried about how pumped he is and if his shirt makes him look wide enough. And also letting those ladies know that this is the first time that he has lived out of home, so it's an exciting time. And maybe you've wondered, like I have, sweet baby angel, what does 23-year-old dating look like? You know what I mean? Like you're out on a date and what kind of anecdotes and stories and stuff are you sharing?
I drink a gallon of milk a day, so I was doing that, but I didn't know I was lactose intolerant. I was like pissing out of my butthole. It was so bad.
And there's your answer. Pissing out of my butthole. Hey, I hear that women just want real, honest, upfront men to show up on a date. Tell me, what's more honest than pissing out of my butthole? Alex isn't without her faults, as we all are. We are faultless beings. She is clearly trying to get a reaction out of her ex-boyfriend. Saying things to him like,
I think I'm falling for someone.
Stop it. Why would you say that?
that's good stuff. After 6 years, she knows exactly what's going to push his buttons, and it works a treat. It's toxic. And I've already spoiled the ending for you with the thumbnail and the title, so you know that they already get kicked out of the show. But even if they weren't kicked out, I'm not sure that any woman would have wanted to be paired with Jebin.
Honestly, like, to the girls, like, how could you not want to be with me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can think of a few reasons. Actually, more than a few. Should I get my pen? He admits that when he came on this show, he planned to just cook for himself, something that he never gets to do at home with mummy.
this whole experience has been easy for me.
Oh, and sleep. Yeah, he wants to sleep too. And while watching this, I was getting really mad at it. But I don't know if we can be mad though, because he's 23 and he's never lived out of home. And I'm not sure what producers were thinking when they put them on the show. But apart from sleeping and eating, Jebin is clear with what he is looking for. Finally, let's get some depth out of this guy.
My wife has to be like my new mom, I would say. Like,
What? All right, hedge fund boy, maybe spend less on your Louis V accessories and maybe like a little bit more on therapy, like something on anything on therapy. Get some couch time and like dig down on why you think a woman has been put on this earth just to like mother you. I know what you're thinking. It would be so easy for us to blame his mum, and she is not faultless in this situation. I won't do that. It does sound like mummy needs to cut the cord though. And it's shocking to me that this man has any sort of riz to keep a woman interested while he continues to go on dates with other lucky hopefuls who would be gagging for some Jebin in them. Oh, I put that real wrong, didn't I? He woos them fast.
if you were to be one type of sea life, what would you choose?
Sorry, what? Jebin, is this really the game that you're laying down? Is this the pipe work that you're putting in? Yeah, tell me, what kind of sea life would you be? Actually, I'd love to know from you, sweet baby angel, out of all the sea life creatures that you could be, which one? Put it in the comments. You know what I would be? A starfish. Take that how you will. Oh, look, it's me. Hey, Jebin, also, if you're going to ask that question, at least have some sea life creature knowledge.
Orca.
I know what an orca is.
Well, of course you don't, baby boy. And for that, no free willy for you. You'll be keeping that tucked well in your pants.
So like Moby Dick.
No, not like Moby Dick. And I know that the producers, like they always do, have only laid out the most edited bits for us to gaze upon. The ones that make Jebin look like the biggest Moby Dick on the show. And you might be sitting there saying, Wilco, what are you talking about? He's fun, he's goofy. I would drop my panties in a heartbeat. Well, okay. I've got more exhibits. When he is asked what he is looking for.
I would say a caretaker. Yeah, I would say I'm looking for more of like a traditional woman.
Ooh, have you got a little bone for him now? It seems like mum could have just picked anyone for him. If that's all you want, let mum pick. It seems to not matter. But somehow he has kept Alex on the hook for 6 whole years, and this is also on her. I know she's only allegedly 23, but you know even at 23 that he is not into this long term. He's not going to marry you. What's that thing that my nan says about the cow and the milk? You gave him too much milk for free. He's never going to buy the cow. Gotta love Nan's generation. And I can't blame her because we're all so toxic at that age. We stay in these awful relationships because we just don't know any better. If she is actually 23, prove it. I would like to see a birth certificate. But with Jebin, you'll be happy to know it's not just about sea life.
What do you think is stronger, a grizzly bear or a silverback gorilla?
No, you're right. It's a big question. It's a big question. Just like the question, why is it 23-year-old in this fucking show? Like, what 23-year-old needs an ultimatum? Jebin really does show who he is, and everyone knows exactly what he is about because early on there is some chit chat about how he's a jokester, but then it swiftly turns into, ew, why is this guy here? Also, as if any of the other guys would want their partners paired up with this guy.
I feel like, I'm the prize. So if I'm the prize, then everybody should be having fun with the prize. You know what I'm saying?
Not even a good consolation prize, but maybe the guys would want their ladies picking him because it comes with zero competition. With Jebin, though, you got to respect that he isn't even trying to hold a mask up. Like so many men on these reality shows, he is open about this not being anything but a holiday where he can sleep, gym, and eat.
I have not talked to any of the girls tonight. I want to spend more time with the guy.
I love how many men go on these shows just because they want more male friendships. You see it in Love Island all the time. Oh, God, I got a bromance. Oh, I love the boys. Oh. There are easy easier ways to make friends, guys. You don't have to go on a TV for it. Alex sits down with Jebin and says that she wants him to open up and show that he can be deep. And with that, he sneaks a little note into Alex's bag for her to read later. Oh my God, how cute and romantic. A love letter because he misses her so much, right? Nah, the producers take the note off her immediately because if he has anything to say, he can do it on camera. And this brings us to the choice. It's where after the dating, the couples pick who they will spend the next 3 weeks with, someone other than their partner. It's very culty, isn't it? Oh, look at it. Should we all put on the white linens? You know I live for a cult.
We actually have the note.
We have the note.
Oh, so threatening.
We have the note. If you want to see your beloved Xbox again, you must do as we say.
Nick Lachey gives Alex the note to read aloud, and boy, do we get to see how fucking toxic her boyfriend of 6 years is. He says, I'm not really sure what you came here to do. You already had 2 dates with Killian.
Then you look me dead in the face and say you're falling for someone.
And to be fair, that is wild behavior. I think I'm falling. Shut up. That's Killian, by the way, and I have a whole video ready for him, don't you worry.
But only if you want it.
I also love Killian's lover saying, like, falling for someone? Like, what? Jebin says that he is less confident in Alex now.
Clearly you have something else in your mind. I am not the focus for you.
I mean, the whole point is to meet someone else and see how the shoe fits, no? What did you think the focus was going to be, Jebin? I mean, Mama did raise him to be a true narcissist, didn't she? Everything must be about Jebin.
I don't want you to make me look dumber than you already have.
Hey, Captain Moby Dick, who doesn't know what an orca is, let's not make it seem like Alex has made you look dumb here. You can do that all by yourself. You don't need support. And this is the way that he writes to his long-term girlfriend. But what do we expect from a man who, while getting to know someone, is like silverback or grizzly? Who would win in a fight? Go.
I honestly hope to God you guys weren't touching on camera.
But he didn't say no touching at all. Just not touching on camera because that would really hurt his very fragile ego. Can't have his woman touching another man, yet this is the show that they both signed up for. He also says to her, who knows what else you've done?
There is no way we are getting married.
Ugh, yuck. This is the kind of guy who is like, did you just check that guy out? Like, tell me the truth. In the bin. Bin. Jebin. It's there. It's there. The clue is in the title. He also does this really ick thing where he wants to make it clear that it's not about the guy. It's not about Killian.
It wasn't anything like against you, you know?
He is mad at his woman for coming on this show to see if she makes a better connection, which is the show. Jebin says that he feels weird because he didn't want to watch it back. But what did you think would happen on a TV show? You know what the cameras are for, right? Tell us you're smart again. He gets called out, which is great, by some of the other women for just being all surface level and wasting everybody's time.
For me, like taking this seriously, I feel like I have it in a different way than other people expect.
What the fuck does that even mean? You took naps, you went to the gym, and you self-cooked chicken and rice. The things that you claim are serious had nothing to do with your relationship or anyone else's. He gets scolded some more, and even one of the guys is like, yeah, nah, I don't want you with my partner. I mean, if he was Australian, that's how he would say it. Yeah, nah.
I wasn't attacking her character in any way. I mean, maybe I was, swearing and saying things. I guess maybe it was just like my passion flowing. Like
you did the whole note. That's what it was about, and it was pure aggression. So like, oh, it's just passion. No, you don't love this girl. You look at her as someone who provides a service to you, like you own her. By the way, the whole time he doesn't apologize to her until he's prompted, and the apology is piss weak.
So, Jebin, unfortunately, we're going to ask you to leave the experience. You can go ahead and go.
Oh, and with that, Jeb in is Jeb out. Bye, Jeb out. But also, Alex sadly is booted because the numbers are not even. And I guess thruples are not allowed on this show. Not in the Ultimatum. No, they're so in right now. God, I think maybe it's a cost of living thing, but everyone's in a thruple. Like, I'm considering it. And hey, if you think they're done as a couple, just you wait, my pretty. Anyway, so they're both off the show, and you would think that Jebin would just slink back to Mummy to make some food for his gains. But no, he gets on the socials to try and ride the fame from an international reality show.
I'm in the family room scheming with Killian and the media team, and we trying to figure out, like, how many bombs do we drop? Like, we got so many bombs. I'm out here feeling like I'm a fucking terrorist. Like, I'm really playing into the stereotypes. Like, y'all want it today, tomorrow, next week. And I could really make my own 10 episodes. Like, I've really been recording all the behind the scenes, and I can make another 10.
Ooh, so he has a podcast now. That's new and different. Nobody has one of those. And I'm sure it will do well with your 5.3 thousand followers. I mean, that's sad, isn't it? You're on an international show and people are actively choosing not to follow you. Like, clearly getting some views, but people are like, no, I don't think so. No. He also tells us on his socials what he should have done with the note.
I ain't gonna lie, I should have Superman dove across the table, grabbed the note, put it in my pants, and then looked at Nick and been like, what you gonna do now? But problem was I knew that the producers, they probably had a picture because they knew I was gonna do something crazy. So I decided to hold my horses and keep a straight face so they couldn't clip me up.
Yeah, honey, you tell him that's what you were going to do. Oh, he's so cringe. And apparently his whole thing is finance, fitness, and funny. And I'm not saying anything like funny. Well, not ha-ha anyway. Is he just trying to edge himself into... Oh, that's bad wording. Nah, stick with it. Is he just trying to edge himself into the Manosphere? It just feels like that's where we're going. Oh, and if you're thinking, oh, Wilco, that's just Instagram, like he's definitely going to be popping off on TikTok. No. At the reunion, look at him, laying back as much as he can to show you how cool he is. He's cool, he's relaxed, he doesn't care about anything he did. Alex also talks about how she had her eyes opened up in the experience, going from wanting to marry this man-child to then seeing him for who he really is. But then...
Did you guys get back together?
Yeah, I mean, we were good, like, coming off of the show.
So you did stay together?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, like,
we did.
What? How could you go back to someone who speaks to you like that? I know the answer is she's 23, but we know so much more these days, and this guy does not treat people good enough to deserve anyone. Question for Jebin, though, does he regret the note?
I regret it because of how, like, harsh I was on the note. The reason I don't regret it is because of, like, how it played out. Like, me getting kicked off. There was actually a second note that I had wrote, and honestly, that note was worse.
Wait, what? So you do regret it, but you don't regret it, but there's actually a way worse note that was never delivered? Like, you sharing this information now, who is that helping? Certainly not you. Again, tell us how smart you are. He does say that it's obvious, well, now it is, that he shouldn't have said that stuff, of which he did. Yeah, sure. So obvious now. And then he goes on about how he's moving to Puerto Rico, so maybe he is getting into the Manosphere culture. I feel like a lot of those men's go to Puerto Rico. You know, they love going there. Alex continues to tell us that they're on good terms, but don't worry, even though they had a bit of a fiddle after the show, which is stupid, they have finally come to their senses. They're not dating.
I thought if we had gone through the whole thing, I was going to get married. Like, there was no doubt in my mind.
Bullshit. You thought you were going to get married at the end of this show? Shut up.
I don't think I want to get married until I'm like 35.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you're 24 now, and I don't know if your frontal lobe will be fully cooked by then. Like, medically, it's meant to be, but I don't know. Anyway, at the end of this, thank goodness they're not together, but my TMD sensors are tingling, which says to me that I think Alex might go back to him. Also, this guy runs an investment firm, and I can only hope that he puts more effort and smarts into handling people's money than he does in any other aspect of this show. Can't imagine it's been good for business, though. He is constantly in the comments on his socials trying to rage bait people, and it's just not working. It's actually really satisfying that nobody is buying his bullshit. Not enough to follow him anyway. Ultimately, these two were just too young for a show like this. Love Island is definitely the place for the youth. Not handing out some sort of half-assed ultimatum while you go and kiss someone else. And Jebin, at any age, should never have been cast. That's a huge fail on Netflix's behalf. Oh, but if you think that this guy was the worst of the show, no. He was just the most ridiculous. I've got something else for you. But before I tell you what it is, I need you to give me an ATW in the comments to let me know that you and I went all the way. Oh, I'm down on one knee, baby. Let's make this work. Just let me date this other person first, but then we're going to make it work. Quickly check that you subscribed and have you liked or even hyped the video. You did? Oh, you sweet baby angel. So Jebin doesn't come close to as toxic as these two couples. And if you want the deepest of dives into this couple swap that ended in an arrest, I need you to demand another ultimatum rehashed in the comments now. Oh, it's going to be a good one. If you want it, you got to tell me. We've got to communicate for this thing to work, okay?